Hello, I'm Varflay Kamara with the ELBC News Summary. A Liberian female scientist, Dr. Justina Doe Anderson, has admonished Liberian journalists to be accurate and always cross-check their information before publication. Dr. Anderson warns journalists to be particularly mindful when reporting on health-related issues and scientific instruments, including research process and results. Dr. Justina Doe Anderson is one of the few scientists involved with the conduct of the ongoing U.S.-Liberia joint clinical research on Ebola virus disease in Liberia. She said every journalist has the social and moral responsibility to verify information, ensure it is accurate, balanced, and suitable for public consumption. Dr. Justina Doe Anderson spoke Thursday in Kakata, Magebe County, during a one-day refresher training workshop for 25 journalists from community radio stations in Magebe County to enhance their repertorial capacity on science matters. A professor at the Louis Arthur Graham School of Law is calling for thorough perusal of the 1949 International Arms Protocols by armed security officers ahead of the elections. Professor John Josiah said his call is based on what he calls the ugly outcomes of some elections in African countries that lead to civil disturbances and the loss of lives. Professor Josiah told the ELBC that the Geneva Conventions on Arms in 1949, in which Liberia is a signatory, clearly defined the role of military officers during the conflict. According to him, armed security officers are to protect civilians who do not take part in the fighting. The chairman of the Family Heads of Movement to support Joseph Boakai and Emmanuel Nukwe is admonishing Bon County citizens to vote the Boakai Nukwe ticket. Victor Scott wonders why people are criticizing others wanting to elect indigenous Liberians in the October polls. Mr. Scott argued that such politics is not divisive as claimed by some individuals in the Liberian society. He said the practice has long existed in the country, and as such, Boakai and Nukwe should be elected president and vice president respectively come October 10. Thousands of marketers in Magebe County District 1 have benefited from 500,000 Liberian dollars from the United Party Vice President House Speaker Emmanuel Nukwe, or Vice Standard Bearer House Speaker Emmanuel Nukwe. The money was provided by Speaker Nukwe as a contribution to marketers in Dua Zone and surrounding towns to help improve the marketers' businesses. Speaking, Nukwe made a commitment to help the marketers at the weekend when he dedicated the newly constructed Dua Zone Central Market. Upon receiving the money Thursday through Magebe County District 1 Representative Roland Cooper, the marketers commended Speaker Nukwe for what they called the biggest surprise gift. They told ELBC News the money will help revamp their businesses, which they depend on to cater for their children's livelihood. According to them, the money will help bring back several of their colleagues to the market after their businesses had gone bad. The Deepening Democracy Coalition (DDC) has filed a lawsuit against presidential candidate Sima Freeman of the Movement for Progressive Change. The DDC organizers of the 2017 presidential debates filed an 11-count complaint against Mr. Freeman for damages at the civil law court in Monrovia. The DDC is demanding $1 million damage Mr. Freeman allegedly caused for libel. The group accused the MPC political leader of harboring hatred and malice against it because of his exclusion from the second debate. Mr. Freeman recently accused the DDC of soliciting $10,000 to enable him participate in the second presidential debate. The DDC denied the allegation. The DDC then wrote the MPC to either publish the evidence of the solicitation within 24 hours or retract the libel statement issued against them. And away from Liberia, the UN Human Rights Council has voted today to extend the mandate of the Commission of Inquiry into Human Rights in Burundi, Reuters news agency is reporting. According to Reuters, this has upset attempts by the group of African countries to replace the commission with a different team. Burundi's ambassador on Thursday told the other 46 members of the council that a decision to send a team of experts meant the full inquiry was no longer needed. However, the council has voted by 22 to 11 with 14 abstentions to back a European Commission resolution to extend its mandate for a year, Reuters reports. And that's ELBC News Summary. I'm Varflay Kamara. Good afternoon.